In this video, I'm going to teach you how to do a glitter geode Lazy Susan using Craftor resins in our 12-inch geode agate tray mold. That's one of our largest molds right there. There's the Craftor black epoxy resin that I'm going to be using for the base. You see the A is already black and you just mix the B in. You don't have to do any other additives. And the product comes with mixing cups, stirring sticks, gloves, some little glitter, and they even throw in some flowers, which obviously I did not use in this pour. I ended up mixing up 16 ounces for the base. I split it into two 8-ounce cups because I didn't have a big enough cup to do all 16 in one. Plus the resin could heat up. And I have some ultra fine holographic black glitter there, and I put 3 big scoops in each 8-ounce cup just to give it some shimmer. And there I'm just going to pour in the river areas. No reason. I could have just poured it on the top of it, but I just make sure to go in and around all the little areas. This I'll be doing with the first 8 ounces, and then the rest of the 8 ounces will just go on the back. And one thing that I should mention too, both Jade Diction and Craftor, they say by volume with their resins, but with their regular resins, you can take the total amount, say 8 ounces, and divide it by 1.91, and the result is your A amount, and then you subtract that from the A amount from 8 ounces to get your B amount. That way you can do any sort of resin by weight and not volume, because I'll tell you right now, those cups do not accurately mark volume, which is why people might have problems with resin pours. So I always like measuring by weight. And if that's confusing, just message me and I'll explain it better. So once I put that in, I'm just tapping the edges. I'll use a little bit of a torch. And this is the base. The rest of the pour is going to be done top up. And after a day, when that's cured, I just pull off the mold. And it's not that deep of a mold, or deep of a piece, or that high of a piece. But because it is 12 inches, it did take 16 ounces. And there we have our little island areas that we're going to fill with glitter. And what I did there was a little cheat sheet for myself. I took a picture of that and brought it into Affinity Photo, so I didn't end up with my 3 glitters next to each other. But I'm using Maleficent, Darkside, and Deadly Nightshade from the glitter guy. And I have little measurements there. What I did was I took calipers and measured the areas and figured out how much resin I needed for each glitter. I ended up with a little bit too much, but it's better to have too much than too little. For the dark side, I calculated that I needed 3.3 ounces of resin, and I used 7 of those large scoops of glitter, and I also used 3 drops of glue. I don't use a lot of glue. It's supposed to be 1 drop of clear Elmer's glue per ounce, but what it does is it prevents the glitter from sinking. If the glitter sinks, you end up with like a concave thing on the top, which I didn't want. But it keeps it suspended, and this chunky holographic glitter has little pieces and big pieces, so it looks really nice when you have the tiny bit of glue in it. And I was going to top coat this with Craftor's tabletop resin, but I didn't end up doing that. This is just the regular resin. I'll show you what I did at the end, but I was going to use all 3 resins, but I only used 2, the black by Craftor and just the regular epoxy resin. And then when we're done with the first color, we move on to the second one. Not before we use a toothpick there to move it around into the corners. And again, you don't want to go over the top. You want to keep it contained in its little area. So the next one is Deadly Nightshade, and I calculated that I needed 2.5 ounces, so I did 6 large scoops of glitter and 2 drops of glue. I ended up with 1.1 ounces too much, so 1.4 should have been enough, but again, it depends how you're filling it. It was just those areas that I measured. It would be different if I had 1 less or 1 more. And there, because those areas were a tiny bit smaller, I ended up using a pipette, and you have to cut the end off the pipette to get the chunky glitter to go through it, because the regular sized hole or the regular sized end is too small. And they're just using a toothpick again to kind of tease it into the corners. And then the third one is Maleficent. I did 6.25 ounces with 14 scoops of glitter and 5 drops of glue. I had about 1.64 left, so I probably only needed like 4.5, 4.6 for this. And what's weird about this glitter is it's very purple in the jar, and it looks kind of purpley blue there, but it photographs and videotapes very much so blue, or bluer than it looks in the jar. You never know. And there I'm just filling it up. Filling up the edges, or filling up to the edges. But I wanted complementary dark glitters for this piece. Just using a little bit of a torch, and the next day it's done. And I said I was going to top coat it, but what we ended up doing was sanding the sides and putting some gloss varnish spray on the sides. And I just did like 3 coats of the gloss varnish on the top. So it kind of has a semi-matte, semi-gloss finish. And I'm leaving this, I'll show you how to putting on a little Lazy Susan bearing here unevenly in a second. But I'm going to leave this in case somebody wants to buy it as a display piece. If they want to buy it and use it as a Lazy Susan, I'll offer that as an add-on. And it'll be glued on so it will be even. If you like what I've done here, be sure to check out our description area where there's a 20% off coupon good on any products on bondcrafter.com's website. And be sure to check out our 12-inch Geode agate tray mold as well.